Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is a fun one. I am at the academy. We are on the Hawk and we're doing an all golf video today. So I'm going to talk to you guys about AOA and how much of a factor that is playing into your distances out on the golf course with this driver. We're going to look at a lower tee height where you're probably playing the ball just slightly forward of center, and you're probably seeing very high spin rates and not a lot of carry distances and just not a lot of distances in general, versus a higher tee height where you're going to play the ball position more forward of center, and how much of a difference this makes. Tee height and ball position, stay tuned. With a lower tee height, you're going to have to set up to the ball more so like a fairway would, and your angle of attack won't be able to get up as much because of the ball position and placement of the club head. So typically with this kind of setup, you're going to see higher spin rates because you are just level with the ground, if not hitting down with the driver. That's going to create balloon shots and spin rates that are out of this world, not good for the driver. With a higher tee height, you have no choice but to play the ball position more forward of center. And a big thing with this ball position is you have to start the club head in the middle of your stance. We do this so that we have access to hit up on the ball and out towards the target. So from here, I have that tilt already naturally in my setup, and this is going to allow me to stay up and through to the target. So if I set up to the ball, you can already see a change in my body language where I'm set up to just go after the ball. And I'm gonna do a lot of finagling in the swing to get me back with that tilt. So it's a very inefficient way to do it. From here, yes, I feel like I can hit up and through to the target. So when we're hitting up on the ball like that, we are decreasing the spin, causes for a lot more of a penetrating ball flight. Your ball's gonna stay in the air a little bit longer. And then you're also getting the benefit of the ball rolling out once it hits the fairway. So we want to lower the spin so that you're getting more roll out there, but also so that you have more of a penetrating ball flight and you're not getting those balloon shots. So let's take a look at 2 or 3 different shots here. I'll do one shot with the lower tee height because I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like that setup, and I'll show you guys how I typically do it and how much of a difference that makes in my distances and how much it'll make a difference in yours as well. A major reason why I don't enjoy a lower tee height is because with the driver, it's a naturally longer club. It's the longest club in the bag, and it doesn't feel like I have any freedom in my swing when I'm hitting with a lower tee height and a ball position that's just slightly forward of center. So we're gonna take a look at a couple of swings here. Let's see. I won't be able to get as much spin as what you would typically see with this setup because I have a low spin head with it set at 7.5 degrees. So I'm not going to get a lot of spin out of this anyway. But for those of you playing with a 10-degree head or a 12-degree head, you're going to see big numbers for spin. So here we go. It's really tough for me to actually even demo this for you because this is like something that I never ever do. So you can see here, angle of attack is 4.5 degrees up, and my carry is only 234 yards. That is like leaps and bounds far away from what I typically do. I can carry the ball up to 300 yards. I typically average at about 280, 285 when I'm playing. You can see that my club head speeds and my ball speeds are way down from what they usually are because, again, you just don't have as much freedom in your swing to allow you to let the machine loose a little bit. So let's take a look at the higher tee height. A major thing that also helps as well, staying connected to the target with this setup with the higher tee height and the ball position very forward of center, is by going 2 times the height of the trees. So you can see this previous shot, it was just barely the height of the trees. So we want to have that external focus way out there. And for me, going 2 times the height of the trees is what works for me. Picking a cloud in the sky, something like that, just something that'll keep you connected with your target and the height that you want to hit it on. So let's go and have some fun with the higher tee height here. All right, so there we go. Over 300 yards, just like that. It's crazy what a difference it makes. My AOA here is 11 degrees up. My club head speed increased to 106. My ball speeds are over 150. I'm carrying it 280 now. My spin is at 1200. That is what creates that penetrating ball flight and that extra rollout at the end of it. So a 280 carry, a 310 total, which is amazing. You can see that it's an instantaneous difference. Let's hit a couple more to confirm. Another one over a 310. AOA 10 degrees, carrying it 285, 313 total. So I could not be happier with that. You can see right here in this video how instantaneous of a change that is and how much benefit that creates in your swing. We've had firsthand experience with some of our clinics this past summer in helping people with these little changes, and they were blown away at how quickly and easily they were able to increase their distance and their speeds. Also, don't be afraid to lower the loft on your driver. You don't need to overcompensate with higher lofts in the club head because you think it's going to get the ball in the air and for it to stay in the air. That's not the case a lot of the time. So you want to have lower spins, more penetrating ball flight, and more rollout on the fairways. So in those clinics, we found that with the students, we lowered their lofts to 8 degrees and 9 degrees, and ball was staying in the air, no problem. It was staying in the air a lot longer, which really surprised them. And they were just so happy. You see an increase of 30 yards plus right off the bat with those changes. So higher tee height with a ball position more forward of center. Lower that loft on your driver. Don't be afraid of it. Try it out. You never know until you try it. We have seen success with this with our students. I hope you enjoyed that video. Go try that out for yourself. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if it worked for you and what you'd like to see from me next. I can talk about lots of stuff in the golf swing, spin rates, all that kind of stuff. As long drive competitors, we take a deep dive into all of these aspects of the swing and the data that we get from the machines. So we are very familiar with all of this. We know how to maximize distance in the swing. I've had a lot of help from my boyfriend, Munashe Masawi. He is also a world long drive competitor, and he does speed training coaching. And then obviously I've been around my dad, Sean Clement, who you probably know here on YouTube. He's a golf professional, and he's been teaching for 38 years. So I am very familiar with the golf swing. I know what works. I know what works for me. And we have seen the same thing work and help for other people, our students, and the clinics that we put on. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, let me know how it goes, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.